Okay, you guys are really going to have to be patient with me for this reading because I feel like it's going to be all over the place because your masculines are obviously all over the place. Okay, they're in a lot of pain over losing you, and I feel like that's something that they weren't expecting. They weren't expecting it to feel this painful, to have this sort of ending. It's not that it's an ending, it's just that's what it feels like for them right now with not being able to pick up on your energy. All they have to hold on to is the synchronicity. And that's why you guys are going to have to be patient with me because I'm getting a couple of song synchronicities here that I really do need to get out that I feel like perfectly depicts where it is they're at right now. So the main energy I'm picking up on is it's like I can feel it. It's very painful in the heart space. You know when you think about something and it actually hurts your heart? Like it actually hurts your chest? Well, that is the feeling that many of them are going through right now because it feels like they can't reach out. There's no way to explain themselves or they don't want to bother you. You've made it abundantly clear that you're moving in another direction, or I don't know what occurred necessarily, but it just feels like maybe divine intervention in order for some of these realizations to come through as clearly as they are. So when I think about the divine masculines, I was picking up on air supply. I'm lying alone with my head on the phone, thinking of you till it hurts. Like hurts, okay? Thinking of you till it hurts, okay? Somebody maybe wants to reach out or communicate, but they know that they can't. It feels like no matter what I say, it's not really going to make a difference. You maybe already have your mind made up, or they've seen physically through watching you in whatever ways that you've moved on. Listen to that song, guys. He also says in the song, I wish you could come back and carry me home away from these long, lonely nights. So somebody may not be sleeping. The nights could be extremely long because, I mean, it's here. This part of the journey is here where, I mean, it's apparent that they need to find a way to also move forward. And I feel like that in itself feels very lonely. I was also getting another synchronicity. Like there's so much regret about having you in their life when they did, and why didn't it click? Like how come it's clicking now that you're gone? Why didn't they have these realizations about who you are to them? You know the song, she's everything you want, she's everything you need, she's everything inside of you that you wish you could be. She says all the right things at exactly the right time, but she means nothing to you and you don't know why. Now they have the why. Okay, so definitely look up both of those songs. That second one there is making me feel a little bit choked up. Because it feels like that really sucks for whoever this masculine is, because there's so much pain and love at the same time that they're feeling for you. Like they could very well be crying, or they could very well feel pain in their throat. Like, you know, when you try to stop yourself from crying, but you could feel the lump in your throat. That is what I'm feeling from this particular collective, okay? So I'm gonna dig deeper into the cards and just see what wants to free flow out of their heart. Maybe just these realizations that they're having now that you're gone. It's like the pain of losing you is maybe making them realize something about the connection, something about you. Okay, so we have unrequited love. There's not enough chemistry, romance, attraction to keep the relationship going. So they know that now. It's clear here that maybe they're responsible for breaking that down, breaking heart, breaking promises, heartache, somebody at their wit's end. Okay, and another thing I'm getting is it was the way that you left, or the way that the universe orchestrated this separation or this breakup. It's like you two weren't even in an official relationship, yet this feels like the most painful breakup he's ever been through. I'm hearing to say, ain't that a bitch? I don't know why I'm getting to say that. Maybe some of you might resonate with that in some strange way. Ain't that a bitch? You know, it's like now that you're completely removed from the picture, all of these memories are flooding in as to how it is he contributed to the heartache and the breakdown of the connection. Because I'm also feeling an intense regret of some of this pain can be attributed to this self-sabotage, his own downfall. And I've been picking up very heavily as well, guys, like influences from friends who are secretly jealous of this connection and were direct influences by keeping your masculine in karmic relationships. Or I'm seeing this, like pushing them to like marry karmics, pushing them to shut out the divine feminine, or maybe even filling their heads with stories about how this connection with the divine feminine would be bad for them, a betrayal. Some of you might be wondering, like, oh, like, how on earth could friends influence them? In lots of ways, guys, right? We all know that many of these twin flame journeys are very unorthodox. She's too old for you. Oh, she's a single mom, she has kids. Or her ex is still in her life. She doesn't have any money. Like, be with that girl. She's younger. She's got more money. She's got a better job. She's more settled. She has more status. She's our race. She's our culture. Whatever the case is, it might look different from any of you. They were the ones who took part in contributing to the breakdown of this unrequited love. But the turn of the tables was that they became the turnoff, right? They became the turnoff. A lot of you might have dealt with low-key racism as well. I'm just getting to say that because it's where a lot of this pain is coming from also. Okay, they may be seeing in dreams and having visions of you two having children and missing out on that and seeing you now, divine feminine, as the closest thing to family. Okay, so there's a lot of pain associated with just not being able to like pick up on your energy, losing you, the betrayal of like family and friends around them. Also the awareness that like where you are now, it feels like that dream was snatched from them because they joined the bandwagon and harshly trying to bring you down or misjudge you in some kind of way, shape, or form. The universe decided to give you your abundance and blessings that I feel they were supposed to be a part of in some way, shape, or form. And that's exactly why it was sabotage. But they're pissed at themselves for not being able to see this or clue in on it. And they definitely had the clues and the hints from you. But they chose their loyalty. They chose the side that they wanted to be loyal to, right? And then they ended up in a cage. Many of them are going through isolation now. I feel like being with you meant abandoning these family and friends and standing up to them. And now they were left with having these family and friends. These situations break down anyway. People ended up pointing their fingers, or the relationships ended up breaking down for other reasons. Heck, their karmic they chose in place of you, divine feminine, might have been the ones to break down relationships with their family and friends anyway. Right? I'm seeing a whole big shit show. At first, everybody was having a whole big party celebrating that the destiny between this divine masculine and feminine were over, and now that party has turned into a shit show. I ain't everybody celebrating and shit. It raining shit. Not to be so vulgar and vile and nefarious there, but some of your guides are getting their lick back. Straight up. Okay, and maybe that's where some of this pain is also coming from. As well as that, you might have been in this position at one point, divine feminine, or it seemed as though this was going to be the divine masculine's outcome had they taken the path with you. But boy, were they wrong. The universe was trying to say, listen, this may take some patience, but at least you know you're staying true to your heart, right? You should tell those people, there's something in my heart still, though, that's feeling pulled. But I feel like because they chose not to wait, they chose, okay, what does it say here? Divine timing is at work in your love life. They wanted to speed things up. Your journey, this whole divine timing thing was way too slow. Right? Like, it was like a diamond in the rough. Like, it kind of took time to refine itself and really, be put under a lot of pressure. They didn't want you in your pressure phase, right? You was maybe looking a little hard under pressure there, yo. But, I mean, looking hard under pressure, all of that, it was building your resilience. Going through that hardship made you scream like a banshee through the pain. And I'm feeling divine feminine that it's like whenever you experience pain or any setbacks, little by little you were using some of it to alchemize and to grow stronger in some way and become even more fierce. But somebody didn't want to stick around during that process. Remember I talked about the Hunchback of Notre Dame and Quasimodo and all that stuff? Somebody did not want to be with the ugly duckling. They didn't want to stick around for the swan phase. And now you swanning, girl. Look out for swans this summer. You guys could already be flooded by the synchronicity. You went off and you did your ting, gal, right? I'm hearing Roll It, Gal, I think by Alison Hines. When them fly up in your face, gal, make them know them place number one in the race, gal. Could never replace independent and you're strong, gal. Yeah, definitely check out that song Synchronicity as well, because that's what you guys did. But you might have been an ogre looking like Quasimodo, you know, busting it down like Roll It, gal, and nobody wanted to be seen with Quasimodo dancing to Roll It, gal. Okay, but now you're a beautiful swan, and I feel like maybe somebody is experiencing the heartache of losing that beautiful swan now that is just swimming by in that pond, being admired by others, and you're just looking so beautiful and elegant doing it all, even through everything that you've been through. All right, that's what I have for you guys. I love you, Divine Feminines. You should be really proud of yourselves.